Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Monday Fun Day, and this is Monday Morning Mindset. And what is mindset? And why does it matter? So, mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your feelings that impress into your subconscious, that create the energy in your body that goes out from you, that attracts back to you. So, it is critically important. It is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for your friends and for your family and for your coworkers and for everyone around you every single day of your life. And so our oil this week is the oil of release. And this is a delightful oil. And this is one of the oils out of the Feelings Kit collection. So just put a drop in your hands, smooth your hands together. And again, only smooth your hands together. Just smooth the oil over the palm of your hand so it has more surface for the oil molecules to lift off, for you to inhale them. And so then make that little scent tent. And take the deep inhalation, hold at the peak of your breath as long as you can hold, and gently blow out, and repeat that 3 times. And the longer you hold and the deeper you breathe and the deeper you do the inhalation, the more benefit that you're going to get, because it's going right into the olfactory, right into the amygdala, right into your center of memory, motivation. And so it just gives you that it spreads all out through your body, and the amygdala kind of acts like a librarian and sends messages to every part of your body with memory. It stores the memory, and so it does the same thing with the essential oil. And so it's sending out those molecules, and they're going in and they're doing a deep work. And so the fragrance of the essential oil of release, it helps you with feelings of, loss of identity. Have you ever had the experience when you don't know who you are in the situation? You don't know who you are. You don't really, there's just that feeling of, okay, who am I now? Who am I in this situation? And there's many things in life that can happen, that come up, and maybe it's just simply because we don't know our purpose. And so it helps to connect us with our purpose. And this oil, it helps us to release anything that's contrary and negative, and connects us to our purpose, and helps us with that feeling of really being in touch with who we are at a cellular level. And when we know in every cell of our body who we are, like, we can know who we are in the thought process, or think we know who we are, and then something comes up and it's like, who am I in this situation? How do I show up in this situation? Who am I now? And who am I with my job? Who am I without it? And if we're not the same person, who am I with my health, and who am I without it? And if we're not the same health, who am I with my spouse? Who am I without him? And who am I with my children? Who am I without them? Like, we're different people in different settings. And if some of those settings change, then who are we? And knowing we're the same person regardless of the situation, that's a beautiful anchor in our life. And so use the oil of release to help you go through those feelings, and to anchor you with your purpose of knowing who you are in every cell in your body. It's a beautiful thing. And then um, if you aren't in my membership yet, I would so encourage you to um, go join yourself into my membership. I do a meditation there every single day, every single week, and post it there. And there's continual information being posted there. So click here, share this with others, and use these oils to help yourself have the best day and the best week ever. And I see the couple people hopping on here with me live, even though I'm a little bit early. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me live. And I love that you're using this oil already. So start using it with the emotional aspect and using it on a deeper level. And it will help in so many ways because with every physical ailment, there is an emotional companion. And the essential oils help us to deal with that emotional component that then helps the physical to be so more powerful. So thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for being with me here. And now I have a little story that I want to read that I think is really cute. And it's called A Bear Story. And it says there was a bear named Jim. His name was Jim, and children weren't scared of him. And he lived in a cave where he was comfortable as could be. And in the cave, so my pa said, Jim kept a stock of bread and honey so that he could treat all the boys and girls along his street. And all that Jim could say was woof and give a grunt that went like scoof. And Pa says when his grunt went off, it sounded just like Grandpa's cough. Or like our Jerry when he's mad and growls at peddler men that's bad. While grown-ups weren't afraid of him, while grown-ups were afraid of him, kids couldn't do anything with Jim. One day, a little boy like me took his sister Marjorie, was walking through the woods, and they heard something woofing down the way, and they was scared and stood stock still and wished they had a gun to kill. Whatever 'twas, but little boys don't have guns that make a noise. And soon the woofing grew closer, and then a bear came into view, the biggest bear they ever saw. Maz Muff was smaller than his pa. He saw the children and he said, I ain't going to kill you, Dad. You needn't turn and run away. I'm only scaring you for fun. And then he stood up just like those big bears at circus shows, and danced a jig and rolled about and said woof woof, which meant look out, and turned a somersault as slick as any boy could do the trick. Those children had been told of Jim, and they decided that this was him. They stroked his nose when they got brave and followed him into his cave, and Jim asked him if they liked honey. And they said, yes. Jim said, that's funny. I've asked 1,000 boys or so that question, and ain't no one said no. And what happened then I couldn't say, 'cause next thing I knew 'twas light o' day. Six is funny. So have a fantastic day. Have a absolutely wonderful week. Continue using, if you're already using the oil of release, use it now in this deeper way to connect you at a cellular level, to help you clean out any negative memories that would be stored in there at a cellular level, and have the most amazing day. Bye for now.